say Abonsia Yamawina Jo Mawina Kwa Baba Power 97.9 Casa Fidia Son Crabbe Street in Ebutu. And small do I and Sack and Nanny at the Somerset of Siabre Kasiebo. Our Power FM any TV XYZ so and any na and some no edoso Yabobo no asone so any ade somo ene a day. Radio station do one no Ghana ha. Wamo asomwa yade Kasiebo ade ebremono. Voter Power 94.1 Global FM Shop Ewo Takra den Sroma Ewo Nkankwanta Buam FM Ewo Jasekan Oti Region Giame and so Ewo Sampa Germanoff Nananum Ewo Half Go so Western Radio 100.3 so Elembele K FM El Plaza Ingrigia from Obole Sunset Radio and so Ewo Sahio so Bro FM Ewo Sunyane Oti Radio Ewo Dambai Rich FM Ewa asinfo su sanso ade yabongramwa when pan sampa when FM o pusiga high radio ewa betem trinity o bogoso na ama when pan enso ekuremu bia yede Kasiebo ede somo ye kwama no ne a radiosmonline.com ekutem Apple 68 of Virginia that's Radio Italy and for pan radio Paris G Live Radio UK omo ina ekutem ene yede Kasiebo ede somo na nwumre enso ede bayi yedi makotrebe
Wade atu edwa esa afia batuo no ebewie asumdue emu titu ewo otimantem emu we peace council na kansa mami jamensa ede ato abatuo anasa amanyofo nyina nim se afia batuo na ye kwakoto no wo obedi nkunim no gitum wudi ntwa gitum de abatuo komisa de beba no gitum sara na wasasa afia batuo ka so ne mpotam ye mpese ye beti tuo bia ho me amongram ne yankonkotie asafo so asesei Catholic Bishop Conference said to just say well peace pact one sign no e ma Ghana for to aba ne bia ma Ghana Journalistic Association dey to Electoral Commission anim here say afia batuo collation centers ye be ma ho kwama nsentwofo nyina obi atumi akoho bi Professor Jena no poku agema dia kutu gwan abato pasua so anim say so manyamra sabadwafo ewo 2020 abato na yeto yenim no wo mun tuntia NPP aban na wa ensafofro mu ena yede ne behwe entro ahodo a Dr. Baumia wadie ene bosha ahodo a washa wantuni anya na enso wo baye woka ensafofro Yewra Johnson asiodun katia General Mosquito ade atodwa say new plan station nyame yadom ama NDC amanyoku eba wo besiesie ama eho esa ayakono bi esa no beka no mobete Kasiebo mu ye live on Facebook Power 979 TV XYZ because man na manfo hine babo ma benye wo koye page a wo benya bi ahwe ebo ya to link ne ma foforo ensa enkabi enyuma ko be boye tidom ne de Kasiebo yi eba ye da Solak Natural Clinic sim 3P Gallic Mr. Piwak Natural Health and de baye Little George Health Shop Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center, Class House Electronics, Haxa Mixture, and then the Castle Senso Ebo Yechidon Kasiebo Emum, Edu Herbal Clinic, Spanish Gallic Mr. Castle, Santa Herbal, Nadiaba, Sabash Herbal Center, Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, Ruta Natural Products, Let's Talk Educational Consult, Edimakoim. Ena aboya simu belta yedi anyume Kasiebo ebramo mokote beka fo eyeme be po so hema nana ya fori wa amanfo ko mai agudie papa bim ladies dumbbells and afi okumangra diwan fo heneba bua ma benye afei ensem ni kiremu eni na ya sase ye tietietia ena edai ena Ghana ha empanifo a ewo ha nyina no ede ba betu dwa se wo mo ene amanyofo empanimfo eye presidential candidates awodo no wo mo no mo eba be sia se de be ya obi ade ne nsa be secret asese afia bato no aye ba beto no ye pasomdwe na dwumadi na se ena abato komisa enya akwanya eba ye ba be kasae na sa abato komisa yi a wo so pasomdwe yi na ye ma na somdwe ne mfa somdwe mo ne ho ban na woni bone ewo krom ha no wanu ni DJ Mensa na sama mi na mobeka ya efie pimienu ane aduo no yekoto aba wade resource bebru nsia ade babeto dwa no kwa yekokogina court na court toto na no a kwasi ani ne yobo ase wose won kase yo no ane peye nya no ekoduru so a yese ma mi ne sa dibem
wobi a wa ma kasa no wo say di bemto nko ama ma me ya kokoti e wo krom ha nsuro ni pa bia mu ni pa bia wonko bie na no a e wo peace park dwumadi ase a ai afia bato no a ye ba beto no wo bia resource bia beba bia ne gitum fan saa eti de beba bia no no agye atum ena wakasa wo susu ne ti saa ne yakwankwa heji mensa na sema wadi tu dwade bi.
As a commission, I assure you that we will continue to apply these ingredients of transparency, responsiveness, and inclusiveness in all our activities through to the election day and beyond. On behalf of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, I pledge that my team and I will continue to conduct our activities in a way and manner that will ensure peace before, during, and long after the 2024 election. The processes we will employ on election day and in the days aftermath are robust, transparent, and inclusive. The results we will declare will reflect the will of the citizens as expressed at the polls. It is a well-known fact that elections are won or lost at the polling stations. It is at the polling stations that voters vote. It is at the polling stations that the votes are counted. It is at the polling stations that the results are documented on the pink sheets and signed by all the agents of the presidential candidates. And it is at the polling stations that the outcomes of the presidential election are announced. These are the results that will be collated at the constituency, regional and national collation centers. And it will be in the full view of the agents of the political parties who will go on to sign the various results declaration sheets.
Why are some of my James I want to do? Was a police station and about 1 year to a 1 year kind, a 1 year can be at the boom. It is a young from Swa, no one near Naho, now me a real, a police station, and your name, Wara. It is here the better Ghana for him say. A fee SF say pound, Fahudia, a year Ghana for Nadia near Babadiano. Police station, Hono. Momo by Emfa Emma. And no Etrino. Enna. NDC Amanyo Kuono Nanu Difo. Aya Ura John Dramani Mahama. Enso Editu Dase. Asum Jedi as Yakaso be a fan in Sashasia. Ubi anu ha one person dwe. Nemom si ade ensa ebe che kratase. Na yaden tade prosin tade ene azugu mask ade be hyehyɛ amanfo. No aba be gyan ho aba be tututuo de. Ene na sa asumdwe no enya asumdwe papa. Ono de de aka ne sɛ wogina ho ma asumdwe. Nemom se asumdwe no de a na ye nyina yenye asumdwe na pɛde. Said ye be ya wotena enkonko for ye ne bia emfa ema.
And I urge you to remain impartial and professional in your duties, ensuring that all citizens can exercise their rights to vote without fear or intimidation. To our media practitioners, I encourage you to promote balanced and accurate reporting, and we must avoid misleading the electorate by deceiving them that some parties are going to vote on one day and others are going to vote on another day. We must avoid sensationalism and speculation and focus on providing credible information that promotes peace and understanding. I also wish to commend the Electoral Commission for the cooperation we have enjoyed so far, and it is my hope that all electoral officers will conduct themselves in a manner that is impartial and neutral in order to avoid any disputes. However, it is all well and good for us to commit to peace and recite beautiful platitudes. All the efforts at building peace before, during, and after the 2024 elections would come to naught or be undermined if there is mistrust and insincerity. Mistrust is built through a mismatch between words and gaslighting on the part of those in authority. There is reason to be concerned that the signing of this pact, though well-intentioned, could amount to nothing if it is not followed by concrete actions to guarantee the peace by the stakeholders and government. Events and happenings during the last election and during the Awaso West Wogon by-election create considerable doubts about the genuineness of some of the commitments that we might make today. We all recall the appalling spectacle of mass men acting on the orders of operatives of government, shooting indiscriminately at innocent Ghanaians, going about their legitimate electoral activity during that by-election. Some of the victims of that shooting incident remain incapacitated up till now. The refusal by government to act on the recommendations of the Emil Short Committee do not inspire confidence in Ghanaians that government truly believes in peace.
Why I am some of your John Dramani Mahama when they told them to a senate, so Oba Betel Kunyansua, Justice Emil Short Commission, the Kratano or the Barbanteno, or the Bay Juma.
Na and some emu. Ese yadi ensasha entiasie apamo asiem wo otimantemu so ebia koso esa say Peace Council nkwabata ye wo ho wo mo achese afia bato no wo mo wogide na rehemu ese bibia bekọ we yasumdue mu enya de abato mu no wo be ho we se menti me ho ase na sekatwe ne etu tutuo epie mu ewo mu no wo se bi ensi enkwanta south mansini emu pani ya wo no na eda Peace Council no ewo otimantem emu DCOP Peter K Ninan ye retired ena woka say wone empenefo a womo ewo amayoko ahudo emu womo yakendifo ena esumuko ahudo emu Electoral Commission empenefo adiahia ama womo nyina agba no basa afia bato no ebe ya sumdwe nti wono de wose woka editu ne ho say otimantem de basabasa ebia ni ho a ebeyiniti
Taini say, wo kwanta na wotia wo so de na obetumi aya aboama asumbe abankwanta na bibia dai beto aba no eni na chiri kono because pasawasa ba fa ho ene fa me ho enti ye hi asem say ebeye omunso hi asem say asema ye beka kire omu no ye to mu yie enti ne ye ba beka kire omu enti omu ebeya omu man enkwaso tom then come up no munse ya ma say ye be kire ma de ye ba say ye ni obi hu nya pa mu cho say kwanta mu to asumde ehiama omu
DCOP Peter K deny one retired or ye Jamteni de ma Peace Council and Kwabate wa otimantem emu ena yetene kanina emu otimantemu penia be de cho shabato hu samsoma Electoral Commission ayekwaku ado one also edit to edo etese Electoral Commission be na form de bia sebaya abato no ebekọ awiya sumdwe mu pepepe ebe unity ewu
obia nkotonaba ukoto abawia drafi se wo pese wo ko observe counting so ebono numa na hoko but during counting no kra no se yemfrewa wonya counting agent oko anya dia wo betimi akọ dem se baby ye counting no so no ye wo agents ya to nsa frewa ma wo me ya credited ehesa wo mo ba me into obia nto aba no onto na sumdue watimi makam na de yenyin free again transfer there will be one you be a civic right
when a kwaku wusu adom a deputy oti regional director at the Electoral Commission na some oka misinformation disinformation
you be kan ya say wo to abawi akofie enko gina ha na hwebi ebia no obi wiem ne wahu ne wayi asutire ena de okan ye say
e no obi de ballot papers e ba ye for
abi ba be gum na no so wahu eti gina ho ena de okan ye say an ye kan kura no a
ye wo mu a ya fra wo mo
boa ye nya na sa
say ya no mo na mo ka cha manfo
wo yo trofuo won kan kure Why any sa?
Yeah, can you feel when it go? Sir, and say, Master, now back to one to some media men second, and I copy a quarter, maybe, Ama, at the more fucker say, ye mean no police station. It is sit there now, catch me say, I can't buy, ye shut down when you pay or mamma machine.
Saguano Casai, Mumma Monin Quano, Mumma Monin a chipa, and one back to one. Mumma Monin a tea, when you could. Well, the way our Cassano, we say, or your electoral commission cracking you, deputy director. So, now or no, not dream near. Ebesidana and Cray one Nasia, one no more a year Jumano, or mobile Jumana Pepe. Eighty Abasa pass and this in Penifua more or 2 man term emu, Mama winning Coamo and Wamuduma Wamo 80. Yatwa Kasiebo so ne yabawura atoa so edin komono amanaya korona ene Catholic Bishop Conference ene ompanimfo enso akasa ede afa dwumadi ekoso yi enho na paniya wono na kasa most Reverend Matthew Kwasi Jamfi ena wode etu dwase ebre bia so ene sen wose sa peace party ya ye sen wo wan sen bi no ensese Ghana fo eto aba ede mawo yenti asabo de tu dwa.
All the political parties are going to agree to this peace pact, which is a further encouragement and assurance to Ghanaians that we are going to have a peaceful election, and the results of the people's votes are going to be accepted. Whoever wins, we are going to accept. And there are not going to be any rejections and violence, and I will not accept the elections any further. I think that is the meaning of signing this peace deal, and our expectation is that all the parties have no choice but to come to this peace deal, because if any party
Way aya ensama apia from aba na nkomo mo me hwe de sei anu atie no de memfa national organizer Emma NPP amanyoku na nabi enso edu tudwa na sema o kan yi nyina ne se omo de o mayo madwen se o besan na mumum san nyina ati no se obi wunim na abato ya ye beto ye wadwen se o be basabasa o betro ka afia pa
this peace pact, and we've done so unconditionally over the years. However, right, so if you are going in for peace, it's going to be in for peace. We expect every stakeholder to play their part. The EC, over the years, over the period, they have assured us that they are going to commit themselves to free, fair, transparent elections. We expect them to do so. For us as a New Patriotic Party, there is no way we are going to sanction anybody to misconduct himself or herself. There is no way we are going to do so. So it's important that we as political leaders, we need to be mindful of our comment. Yes, unfortunately, in the year 2020, some people lost their lives. But these are questions we need to ask the IGP. But the moment we cloak it with NPP, NDC, the moment you do so, you have dissolved the entire matter into partisan waters. We must go to the police for where they have gotten to regarding the investigation of these matters, but not to, recklessly blaming and calling out names.
Well, Sama Nanabi, and so editu ja efa ho. Na yebesrem penimfo no a eye to mebi amokasa se amoma politics no mfiri mokasem bebre munim pefe se na NDC amanyoku na ye na dwen se won san na gan wanya aba ne ye betase na ebre no ani anka ye fro crowd force no iti Godwin akogan so ewo ha ya ye ne no ebebedi nkomo e dia fasa issue no na ye ne gan eni nkomo enti any yafo kunya magana
oba nam pese kofi enya bibi eni mu homa no
and na so
yo na akwen so
eti yane Ghana ba be din komodi afade semi show ho na ya share because amafo efili say as NDC abitray wo mo ya say enye no na wo mo expect e de afade na ekoso no ho na amafo esusu say anka yensan no eno ano mbegina so na wo mo akasa yensan esan se nipa na ewu ye no still ye nya hwemfa ho a adenti na wo se yekosan but Ura John Dramani Mahama kwa kosan Ghana kwa ba
yenu ya kumangra
duanf Gan ene peace park dwumadie ye nya kwa kosan awie na wo bi be bisa se e ba ne san NDC yenim se ye nyina so ne sade no makọ nyina ne yensan ede na si ye ne e ma Ura John Dramani Mahama ene sa ko shas
you madam wase na mechia tiefo nyina na masre NDC for Ghana for nyina ese omonti yase because baby a yedrui Ghana limina ejibi se yehia asumdwie na asumdwie so a yehia no nyese bia eye asumdwie a eye afafa anabibi a etisa na mum NDC as a party everything shows say you win elections way and main kind of fa sa anase bia yede dada obi no krene se bibia echere se tumi no eba NDC ho yen tumi enfa ye nine ensei bibia yede yensa ankasa anwena bibia porta yede yensa anwene ama victory eba no yen tumi enkase bia Jane Mensa ne bia oye anase bia IGP anase security operatives niema omoye bi ntino yenhwe na Ghana embo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene NDC party no yenyi saa ade no eni na emom yegina obibia anemu emma Ghana fo ehu ade ntia na yese yensan ebi ene Emil Short Commission omu findings a omde ba ye ne asotwe ayese se anka yema enkrofobia ya momo sabi mpreduasa se tumi eba ho de a akwanya soso a obesan so ede tu sa na mo no eba ho a enesa sabi enkrofo nwotwe ato ya president kwantumi mie na no da emom ya akwa mabusuafo ya akoda se tumi eba ho de a make say o akwanya say obey investigation about that. You say crime never, your friend is saying, ends.
Expiring date.
It doesn't have expiry date. Intisa akwenyano ewohwa yebe to me making sure say yebe to me ayesa investigation, you know. Senebeya one ma omushasi and yebe to me a punish one. Abatu ayekwa kotu ene sanka ekobani says Excellency John Dramani Mahama eka say enya dia obabe sign sa peace pact ya ankene MPP na komodigi dina abonten omanu edem se yempa asumdue mentuma John Mahama ompa asumdue enade sane anka trapper omopese inti anka ompese ke kokotom enu nti ebesre na Ghana for NDC for ni adofo nyina no ente dwumedie ase because emre papa President John Dramani Mahama assure ye say nyame eya aduma operation recover all loot and no eba yes also crimes uninvestigated crimes so akoso no and no so no yampra enhye empase we are going to investigate that intade ne yamasa asumdwe mbai MPP for a omo ankomai prepare san komba be dedi omo emu no omo nyaye ena ankomedwane efri oman Ghana mu enti yemma sa akwanya no emma ma omo nkase basabasa bae enti no de omo ye bia no omo edwane efri Ghana ensi
na no hearing to I Kasiebo ewo because one representing Alan now Kasiebo say peace doesn't mean signing a piece of paper
exactly
name a attitude a action what's the issue now we share the ya and on no say yenya sign asumdue ebua no ewie no na NDC mo betena ho kwa mo ho ban munye bibia ema etuo betumi akase bia manipa foforo so se ba bewu na no so yesa ba beso anase ahobobo anu amudi gu na kwan mu no de ene aboa no wose misuma ni mani ene emugu so anase
eno no because no kra ne say enya de a ye ba be toto enema ase yes a signature a commitment say okumangra we ye de asese wo ye na mesoso me ye de asese me ya asomdue ebeba that is the agreement enti there was security police na obebe kasa ye wanye electoral commission obe kasa ye na de asese wo ye wanya enu nkire se obi akire obi nsa egunachi ne ye bia no se na ye ensure say nipa be pie ababeto aba ye be kwan ye be fa so a ye be bo obi ahuban say obi abehu ni role e electoral friends polling station baby a wugina baby a mimi gina obi entumi mekantre me polling agent say kowachi obey insist on the right say names na obi e baby e ba say ye frame akogan na ne di nya akogan I have a right to also see it no say sa niam nyina ekoso a obi ani ho a obetumi aka obi kasaboa. So all those things, you know, yeah, and kasi assign peace park into no, obiko jina baby na sebe, odi and yamabia enfa kwema near yedi. It will not happen.
Finally, young Shema Mizi Mensa or the Assembly editor just say elections are won at the polling station. On only the end say, ombe quality results or more at the end say, Mobetuma no be any results from the polling station. Or mono yakeka ebom. From constituency eba district eba region ne nasefo a eno eba national eba beka na ho itu ono no de omo nsabeka no eno mbeka bom ne mum election no is being won at the polling station afutuo ben ena wo de be ma agents
ideally enokre enyo no the first person waka Charlotte say aka Farajana ka and all that, and in fact enokre. However, elections is a process and yet event.
Okay.
So wokwa recruitment na no dwaboso ye friend say akando revelation na oye yakwa sesa MPP4 na omo eba be polling friend say returning officers and the ekeka. If you do some of these things na purchase one kasa onim say elections can be manipulated. Obi a audit paper constituency executive not T22. You see, these are some of the things so we can say elections are won at the polling station at Enokre, but their operations this is what so ideally say ni papa awadwenepa and na ekura electoral commissioner anko yeka say mi yanka yakwa koda impo ekoba ne say bia NDC po any polling agent ewo ho na ni papa na ye presiding officer, you know say the right thing will be done. There are places that people, friends, ekoto abakrana agents in the but the right things are done and all that. But our destiny is in our own hands. Yes, Shebreno ese yensem. Shebreno ese yensem and say we are insisting. Say your polling agents, will have unfettered rights and access to everything at the polling station, and that is what we are doing. And secondly, your party members wa da je anya adwuma na akono woto abawia gina polling station ho ensure say the parameters are you are within that parameters bo ye electoral friends and party agents for and also to encourage the party agents na musa so ahwe party agent bi abone beba ni tiru bi aso a ono so person ni MPP ndi kwakoye negotiation bi aso so na no so woni esa sign pa corona menya sure say bibi basabi
meaning say your election on the 7th but still now on the 2nd there is another election ekoso but I say e ho da ubo no from kakra on the 2nd day Monday bay I want to say to say
yes and also so your agents omo monitor all those elections no nkrofo on special voting special voting no media for omutumi apply any security agencies na electoral commissioners on be juma that day and the ekeka so all these people kwakoto on Monday and for some of us and I say some people are less it may not matter to them but all the centers are open to the public and most of it police stations na akwakoto abano and also so what that you say okofa you can be allowed to be there and monitor, especially media for no and at the end, you know, and no dear Nanka, to a new that's the assurance I will be okay. Or Hona be who say police for military for enquire basabasa because Omo Mokwakoto because they are going to work now because Omo Kwakoto and the Amajon Dramanima. And that confidence, you know, it is already there.
Very good. Gan, you would ask part of Miss Minabas. You Adolfo God when I could gan any yaten and cano where Casama for the Chedima, NDC Amanyo Kuno, and yaten and Kayaneno, Akasa, Ediafa, Abato, and Honto Triano. Eti woso woda so ewomu a wo tumi ne nasefo se wobebo ho bai na enuoma tumi akoso wo dia se gina mu dendenden na abato no edu so a woso abo ho bai bi e de aboa yetoa Kasiebo no eso
ye betoa ensem ne so na mu nsa wo ye sofo na wanhwe so enu sofo na wo ye ho se wo de wo ho shama yosem a ye betreat you as a politician e simple obi kai as simple as ABC Papa ya wo born there do James. Aha. Mahu kwase page hara manfo bi ka. So no ye aha. MPP sem. Eti papa hwesu du so for ya.
Say enya de NDC for be sign.
Eti odimirika when we start. Aha. Nanka NDC azane wonya semaka. She. Na yet some no eso. Where ya so for pene kwa faribai. Ya woda Promise Word Church International ano Apostle Paul Kweku Adey Jr. What they are to Ghana Police Service or my process juma enim esi wada matitu kaso ne important wo mo mani na ho pam na abatuo na ye kwaso no Bible ho sem wo mo nyiri hu wose mfiempi mienu ne aduonu 2020 etuo ye toto ye wo kaso ne important besi ne amakaso agidin bone ya wunya bo kaso de ene ya no mo de etu wose wasepa afi Bible munyere wo ho sebe ya yankote etututuo eho nsem bia ewo ho na woni ama ne bofo Alex Donko ena etutu nkomo odwumadie bia wo ye ewo nasafu mu kaso a
afi bia elections no ya na tension ye very high na me gidi say traditional heads for no omone politicians no akasa asofo nso ye no akasa ye ne members nso ayden akasa ye borade empire say nsama ye de ato won so mu no o be fa asem no manante wasem so na ye nhira de amaka so aman na enkoba se afi we nso no ye betutu ye beti say atu etu wa ha atu etu wa emwa nti mesre say military police omuni ambifa security e wo kaso a ye denara aboneyefo ye denara ebi mu be sorry say Omeye to trust him. And no na yem pese ye better ansem. We need to prevent it.
Nenochi ene waka say asofo ene esumukuo mu akandifo wobese pa say mo ka ensempa na eya mo fa sumdue hu de obonso enhwemu sa say Ghana no eye nyina adea enfa na amanyokuo ye awodom ese Ghana asumdue omu a ye nyina ye bekwa aba pepepe na emom asumdue ne ho kwotechema ehu ensusasro na beka ye nyina eti wose pa asofo mo kasa eya mo kasa enfa sumdue hu
election eba 7 December ya dia ya bo mpa yi asofo abo mpa ye asre se nyame a o ma asumdue no o ma asumdue emro man but ebi mu nso aso ye den ebi mu ho a o disiketi politicians be influence ho aye de ne kwan se wo ye no na me de mesre o man se yen hwe o man no ya edu sesia do se nyame ama o man asundue a ni kwan se ye nipa no ye ma he on kwan na obi di sika influence yen na ekoba se Ghana ye beto abewie no na adane menteme ho ase eye spirit as ye ndum sa eja na ebetimi arise ekuetia oman
eti we eye kofare by Edma Promise Word Church International ewo kaswan potemo Apostle Paul Kweku Adey Jr. ena yeteninkan
Prof Jane no pokwa deman akasa ede yafa ekwanya guan abaton pesua so yayi wo mototwene ama impuntunuma onsanka bie Professor Jane no pokwa deman de sansema hodwe ede tudwa yan sama hodo a wode tu dwa no de yedi kan ene say wotirem say emfie nani ena omanya anamsini ewo mrase bedwam say nkura omanya namsifo ebi eye Central Kofi akpafo lolobi likpe ene miamia ya eka ho no omanya anamsini bia wo mrase bedwafie eno nti ama empuntunuma ye tetete no afi emfie be se enemu no wonsanka bi wanya ekwan wanya school dan wanya ayarsabia nipa etimu no enya bibi o man tell you manya bia eno ena prof day na no poku agiman agina so ene adese no akasa de ato ani se afia bato no ombeto no omuntuntia NPP aban esa se omunwe nipa
Kaya sesha anante pepepeni ene koba so mangana yakoto aba adehye a won lolo bi ke apafu ene Central Kofi won etina to ma sebegwafo aba nyina nam se aba to dwumeko no e ka to na bone ngato aba no de se bi betu ba e chem so manfo no timi to ma sebegwafo aba eyi na nam sunti obifu jena no popa jemanga oya fanka tunya be de chire edi ma edi se amanyeko no ekonenu entu abo ewo otimantem no akopwe mu ewo guan abato mpesa so anodi se matu gba chirem se MPP fo ane abato dwumeko no ye ba ko na wo ledi na wo member of parliament amango tunuma bo woni dia won hwe se obetima to aba edi tia NPP ane nipa opwe so be ko ma se be ko ewo NPP amanyeko no etimo. I was particularly surprised because I thought, but I thought I was coming to town. Is he joining the party that denied you a vote? Is he coming from that party? It's trying to be sympathetic to the party the last 4 years. What did he do? We are supposed to be practicing a democracy. And in a democracy, this kind of disenfranchisement, this kind of disrespect can happen. And now you want to come and tell us you want to join the people who cause our pain. And what you and I can or Titina Dima, and this Amanyoko, Dr. Samuel for Swampafo, also Kasa, and Traboyo, and it's India to buy our honor. Actually, say, if the people of God have voted, and we have voted and won a seat, it will have tilted the balance of power in Ghana Parliament in favor of the MPs. So that single decision is that decision which has created a hard Parliament and which has put us through all these difficulties. So I am here to appeal to you, our chiefs, that they say chiefs don't do politics, but chiefs fight for development. And no, and Nana Bula or say, Oyeni Fahine, Ewo Lique, I know what Bala Bottom, and soon Akasa, Ewo Honum, I didn't send you to go any chance. I think we, when I have Lancasa far to a to say, what that you abano, Edama NDC.
We promise that 7 December 2024 will be a victory for your excellencies. John Dramani Mahama, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajiman, and the parliamentary candidate Honorable Kofi Adams.
Medinjakwa Kofi Dako, the material XYZ, Power 97.9, and the radio XYZ 93.1.
Where Ayakra, Namanaba, wadi a free, a Guan constituency, ebai.
Na wugu so etie Power 97.9 TV XYZ and you may not say Kasiebo wo hwayem na yeto ansam no eso a aka make a crabby na ye kwa bato so nyame ya doma ejuada special voting ebekoso ya aprosifo eteseban bofo awodo da obonuma ye beto ne duduo mu edema John Domini mama na waba abetoa nenuma paso na sanso ena December bosu that so enso ene na tese ya bato ne change packets pan Ghana fo nyina ye ba abekyere se abai we wadi ehwemo eti na tese joma na yenimude waye pen wo wosu ehunu wo betumi ede edobo hyasa asenso nti ye beto ne dodo mu ede amanom na MPP ene ye de ni ehwe womo promises and I say but I would be almost added to a ja ya enunti 2020 and empo 2016 Ghana for binya omumu didie eto aba ema omo na so woman tumi anya mu hwe ene Dr. Baumia say nya kokudro ja Ghana for ni mu say yen hwe so na yen to aba ema no na my penny be the che Dr. Mahmoud Baumia one more number wa bon was say airport pa eye mi shejina bia ne habo Cape Coast empotem won fifi mantem emu o say monto aba na mai ye besi bi e dia mamo yentie no
About saying Cape Coast and Commonwealth PA.
I made a mistake. Let me just confess it. I made a mistake.
You did?
Yeah, I made a mistake. In looking at the manifesto, and I tried to do that before I saw one page which talked about a landing site. I didn't go further to see. But in any event, even with the mistake, I think still we have to rethink a lot of things. Can't have a harbour.
The MPP will shift the focus of economic policy away from taxation to production. So we are going to move away from taxation to production.
Easy. Eti Baumia kujina ho e buy nenum at 360 degrees actually sabon say yebesi airport and harbor Edi amamo ewo Cape Coast empotemo na okavia na my penny akufuado se dabi hwe yenya tumi na wie yenka hwe yes hwe mamo.
We just confess it. I made a mistake.
You did?
Yeah, I made a mistake. In looking at the manifesto, and I tried to do that before I saw one page which talked about a landing site. I didn't go further to see. But in any event, even with the mistake, I think still we have to rethink a lot of things. Can't have a harbour in Armenia. We have a harbour in Armenia, which is being developed right now. Obviously, Takrady, Armenia. Then we have another one projected for Cape Coast before we go further down the road. I think some rethinking has to go on for us to be able to find what is the value for money arrangements that would. But it was a mistake, and I have to apologize to the people of Cape Coast and the Central Region for that mistake. But presidents are human.
After all,
they're not Superman. They make.
Eti omo edi entro ena eba akonya no so womo eba yen so omo ntimi anye hwe na ni nyina ye se osaya ne birthright se odi man pani ene na bedi echi na Dr. Baumia sai ka kire ye se my penny mama wa banya braso mo the taxes to akese good businesses eno NPP abanye eba yebere se yebeyi wo man no every etuomu na yedemu ewura enyumomu from taxation to production yentie no
will shift the focus of economic policy away from taxation to production. So we are going to move away from taxation to production.
Na eno na yebisa se papa yede abenye hyemonsa enfie nwotwenie adentina debia moswa etuo edugu yeserasa mo bosha na mo de tu edwa no mo ntimi anya hwehwe ene ne sade a ene wosansa yanto waba emaw na se yeto emawa ne wo pesa wo ye na adentina wonye nene Dr. Baumia se me ye nyina na ne aka no meya den maye yentie no
wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? Even President Mahama, former president, who was president, I'm only vice president, but he was president. Why didn't he do everything then? I mean, why is he coming back? He had full authority. I don't have full authority. The budget that has gone to Parliament, which has been passed, is not my budget. Is it my budget? It's not my budget. The budget goes in the name of the president. It doesn't go in the name of the vice president. But when you have to think about what new do you want to do, you come up with new ideas. And I've come up with new ideas which I want to do when we come into office. Everyone who is running for office, whether you are Kamala Harris or you are Bawumia, you still have to think about what you have to do when you get into office. And this is why I'm presenting my new ideas.
Ghana for Adreni ya kiti say atati yabashu. Say our singlet crowd so atati yabashu. Adreni kiti when you say what my penny. Really?
Kamala Harris, what do you know? The chat one. Say Kamala Harris, oko into us no.
And one no.
No kwasem say Ghana for agura. See ya mabawumia be the president ye wo. Woman we maton woman no. Wonim nimdie on ye wo.
Oni nyansa ye di woman.
Nimdie ankasa ye frɛ no nimdie ye di buma no. Bawumia ni ketwa ma. Because se wotie bawumia kasa wo kan no. Even na nabi on kasa. Even won't to mimpo.
Let me say, me back to when you're 5 years. We'll be sad question when you're and you more you're going on the back. Just about me about pound.
Yet, hey, I dear be a bessie. I were your jumum, I would newsroom. Sir, me ni wa be possible. And saving crown, yet I didn't come on and be sasso. And then work away we will say Annie. Sana president DT. Obian himself and another danko kufuado economics no wonim she.
Yes.
Wahandu bibia over the amount. Naba womia tumi nya kukudura be ka tega na force. Se meye bibia na me ba de na meye.
Really?
Na nya me budget. Na ye na do budget.
Economic management team no ka ho.
Wallahi talai. Hwɛ constitution and pennyfo am my my great disservice to the constitution. Or say I was seeing you be a when you fear do watch. Now what was sound mind? Not dreaming dao. Etimwa mushaba wa miaka so kasa ya. Entiakwa ya dream dao. Asa na bisa. Etimu sheba wa miye etiba wa miye na dwene mu da ho.
Ene Syria na was saying what you say.
Etimu ba obi a ebia na mu ahu. Mesra wo mun sensi sa video yesu biem. Na Ghana fo hwe no mun jeje say. Ba wa miye wo amanfo bipolar ebia na say. Wa you okay? Mo miye what do you
to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? Even President Mahama, former president, who was president, I'm only vice president, but he was president. Why didn't he do everything then? I mean, why is he coming back? He had full authority. I don't have full authority. The budget that has gone to Parliament, which has been passed, is not my budget. Is it my budget? It's not my budget. The budget goes in the name of the president. It doesn't go in the name of the vice president. But when you have to think about what new do you want to do, you come up with new ideas. And I've come up with new ideas which I want to do when we come into office. Everyone who is running for office, whether you are Kamala Harris or you are...
No kwasam say. I was say Ankar Bawumia dina ho say ye. Nank ya muano. Near the Nakoma Professor Kwesu say. One shesa one why say one adwene mu no. Nina ye tata na biatete. Because for Bawumia etumi bia na no sa de na President Mahama de no of. woman penny crown wouldn't full control into the parliament.
Sanity.
Woman penny crown into the wall council state members. I know we are Jumano and Unti and our economic management team no and until our cabinet ministers and be near with the quarter money more drain hono. Enter our vice our canono. 81% dinners and focus our casa. 81% ya bawomia. 81 now the president here. Yeah, when I would number first year, mammy. And to when now they say state resources. I say your petrol quay.
I didn't say.
Eh, Bawomia,
essence and I didn't essence and
what dear miam.
I didn't dislocate. Oh, baby, I said,
a safety cultivation. I got to be a bit. Hey. Bawomia,
Wabon, not in a post to wear bonneting.
No one is too good idea about me. I can't sort TV.
Okay, sir. I didn't mean it.
That's by example. No. Dear Bawomia, can you so to me? What an apple.
What the letter said? Yeah.
What be I can't compare the minimum brother she had a put you more. What to who book? No pay. No power, no nudging, Adria top from Shia, and I'm here to wait,
Bobby, I can't wait. I feel so I can't answer someone.
No power, no someone for Nequi. No, no, puts us here. I lom obia, Aquano crown of your friend Lomote. Lomote near your mamma near. Hey, Grade. Hey, your friends say, Lamte, what's Lomote?
Bon,
Aquano. Send next time one. Emrano amudi say mu say e was say depending sound mind. Se man yen say e was say obi be the president on ko fa the mental health certificate mra. Mu be hu. Mo de ma mo yen sa. Because we be anu
me anu ya ye hu die. The problem
mental health certificate an ko we mo bipolar straight. E wo mu ana dwene sisu kakra, e wo mu ana dislocate.
Na when you like to know my penny akufu ado na ni wu ade esa ebre ni mu anu wo pre my penny no wo say na fa ho bo wo so dodo montuma me amete to say hu etie orumai papa no kwa verse akwakra mafia ye tie akwakra mafia
na me ko sa ba ke se mu na me do wo so amen da me chi mamoda me me shambo amen chi ndi so Opiam Cosa Bankesebo Mudua, Neba take petrol so, Udu also an petrol boa and a cosso. Neba take Yamaso, if the Bama Yafo, was one brass of grad and Yafo in Ayawano, and then only cake once in the year. Cake once in the year. Bia why a day. I mean, you have to me to be. One of my answers here says she said, power in the battle. So called better than
Eti fan wo buono enne mi bisa say liter baako ye saying 15 cedis liter baako 15 cedis. Eti wo de toto my penny mahama breso na gallon na 14 cedis
20 pesos.
Yo na wo de toto ho na no bisa ho se ye mienu no se o de gun seni ani a ho na aboy abra ye bone pa my penny ekufu ado e kasa na o se kenke e 1 cedi e wo sabre no ene ye to kenke 7 cedis ene just say hu mo bokọ ye 5 cedis kete wodi enso enra metobi mesie ade de nka metomi no anka beboa me so eti oman no ye de ahye ni pa bonefo amambofo atimodefo nsa ama womo de Ghana codage ne senti ena nyame ya doma December bosim da to sumienu ene enso ye kwa bato so a yen hwehwe chini ye no na yen toma man pani papa bi owo ni sode hunu John Dramani mama wo meje ye enfi akronfo amamuo ne nipa bonefo na atimodefo amamuo mu na Ghana ensan fa ne ntoma pa enfra bi
Yadama say young first day more drone from Abuafo was so Kasiebo yade esomono. Now 3P garlic mixture ebwa ama wapom de onsem ewie peye. Edron what to ni tikoko kama ena asako kosra de yellow bi eda ho. Garlic da ho. to say duro ni bi nanom na eboa ni padua no pa your friend 3p garlic mixture ahode wom ya wonoma eboa ni padua no ema enoma pa etumi ekoso eduro ni ye papa general body pain stress ene na sefo no wonoma etumi eboa wo ema anije mapanso etumi ekoso Piwak Natural Health and what the papa edi aba frɛ 0248 928 824 0248 928 824 Haxa mixture and Haxa capsules stomach ulcer eduro tatahwe pa eno no wonya bi no mu a one ulcer eto kwanta mapai afei why kase opesa wo so ete what you say emframa edina woyam cheko we are Juma Kakra no abre anemia ni dizziness ena ehawo ana wugya wo na moja wo mu a wo so nya Haxa mixture ene Haxa capsules bi na no atumi aboa Food and Drugs Authority adiatum baby eto duro bia no bowura ubenya bi from 0240 238 310 0240 238 310 Class House Electronics ena offer way Class House Electronics say what the woman bebre edi abadwamu a wota ade bia wo mo ha omuchobi edi ka ho the Black Friday say nyame ya adoma wotena eye Black Friday it would the say obako won showrooms ni nyina mu na wabawuram na ade bia abeto bia no ya te obi edi aka ho enuoma bi te say air conditioners blenders iron washing machine gas cylinder tabletop fridges and then yakeka ho no obawura ho na kokoto bia obete onuoma edi aka ho Nemum Kai said terms and conditions apply. Friend 0598 902908 0598 902908 Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center Eton Safremo say what prostate and sexual weakness, infertility, hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid, malaria, stroke, any dental problem, one problem abahono. What the enemy the Moses Clinic and Prostate Center and I was on mu edin sauso ma enije eba babia wo person hu omo no wo be hu omo nkran ha on krabata no en miensa and kumase eye baako adenta beria wo the police station edin hwan mu Accra Central ASO4 edan mu Ghana Highway Authority yard mu ha na aje kwadwo wo the school for the deaf edin hwan mu kumase eye ahenema kokobin 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 Little George Health Shop and a Eton and Sadia Frame Tama Community 5 was a preview of a right about 10 previous Afronintemwa where the Qua Mr. Qua Plus Mixture Dominion Herbal Powder Mr. K vitamins minerals and juices Sahodwo cranberry juice carrot pomegranate turmeric any ginger blueberry juice any aloe vera gel o ni nyina bi eho ya bowura ha ubenya bi wa Tema Community 5 preview of a right about any previous Afronintemwa dro bi ahwa wa hwa wunya bi no frɛ no na wonfa bi nso emrɛw 0243 140 213 0243 140 213 Solak Natural Clinic at the 2 days asiho at the Babaye free health screening started from Otena Anopa Nonsia na Omashase it Otena Anopa 2 by 6 o'clock na free health screening no started it was now a ya contem na warientem ya Otena and nyame ya adoma memneda and adwumadi ekoso it will kidney will liver fertility sebia power hepatitis low sperm count typhoid diabetes ne hypertension ni nyina no ya yama free of charge nhwehwɛmu ni nyina no free na emom ya wie na aduro no ayede be ma no 500 Ghana cedis per na ubetua or less na ye de amount ama okɔ ubetumi afrɛ 0553 932631 0553 932631 wonim ya de kura ehaw nti wadawro ma ye ntam na kokɔ hwem na enuoma etumi emwa edu aba clinic e de SMB test papa no e de aba eboa mema ne mba nyina nti unya duro ne bi na wono mo a eboa papa pa SMB test ejina brane mema ne ma no mo a etumi eboa mu jinjo mu gyina so eyie ete etinum bi na entumi emwa na so je 3 points Ghana ha ba bi eton robia no ubenya SMB test ne bi fra 0558 379545 0558 379545 45 Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules. When I say tata, we do no. Would you so be bad cholesterol and menstrual disorders, arthritis, halitosis, gastric ulcer, and menstrual disorders? No, when your Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules are a bebwa, baby a tune no be our Ghana Hano, Bora Hokwajodia, Ubet me a phrase 0266 1141 0266 1141 Mami Full Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Mami Bitri Sekosua Dua ya wono no hepatitis A, B, C, D and E otu asie fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, ulcer, compo and fibroid. Obetu asie de kudeku ama hoto etumi aba. Kumase branch fe yase on Jogbo filling station and the division mu. Accra branch Kobenya Pokwase ACP kwan so. Takura de eye Energy Estate. Obetumi afren wo 0244 544422 0244 544422. Ruta natural product na duro bi agen kwa Ruta mixture malaria fever etu asie de kudeku ema ahotoba etu nya Ruta mixture bia malaria fever away your Ruta Titanic etu typhoid fever se ema ahoto eba etu Ruta Titanic no your typhoid edu and a Ruta life sanfrun ni padua mu hohrum esiesie mu ma hotoba pe Ruta life nanum bi ma honto obetumi afre 0244 503443 0244 503443 Sabasaba Center and the address way sexual weakness, infertility, hepatitis, and sexual infections. Sabash Heba Center and also Sabas Coco Bites and Sono Coco Yadi Ituasia Uyamatim Untuminya Unai Ujawana and Muja Umua and also no Sabas Coco Bites. Would do be a turn Rubiano, Bora Cobe Sabas Coco Bites Nibi Upedoso Punetua. Cause Sabasaba Center here will pass when they abrantia sport to the division. New market so first right, first quiet that right, second, not room and one Obedua Whole Street. The number is 0500 064 000 0500 064 001. Afei Tessi Nungwa Estate, Mango Street, or Belejokuku Municipal Assembly. No, why now was I'm making a Let's Talk Educational Consult. And I may come once a me. Akwada when you're 6 months to 6 years, and you didn't go school home. Emma a biana dream buano, Emma Dati Abrabo, it to me a silly ye. Your Saturday classes, memory de ya, Ebecoso, Nanono, your trauma, entrepreneurship, reading and writing, personality development, IT, and creativity and exploration. Your Tram Quadano, Ebuomo, and the school Sunua. Mope consultants, one bebuamo, I'm a school na peja, and now some person training at a telephone. Let's talk educational consult, and I also do a more eura. Over to me no more Edin South 0249 069 821 0249 069 821. Tessi Nungwa Estate, Mango Street, where Belejokuku Municipal Assembly. No, Freno, now no any in South War. Ye Triamuto Abayaba, and Komobe bring with Chile, yet better also, Yabasia.
Chema munyina kwaba edba power TV XYZ enyumene osiabem Kasiebo si yeto Kasiebo no esuam penny power da Ghana Journalists Association ano Ghana ensenjofo nkabomukuo ewo mu se eyekuo ketuwa bi enipa ketuwa bi ena womo ehya saa kuo ni mu kwabena Jomfo Albert Kennedy hu wode ato Electoral Commission ni mu se obema ho kwan ama dawbo enyuma yeah, what Ghana hanging no will be at me anya emu kwan na afia bato collation center sahodono womo etumi akomubi wasi wen ayem eye enhyehyeye koso ewo GJ ena Giba Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association womo entem a womo kuchigu nkatasom edema Electoral Commission say wobema ho kwan ama na no womo asema na womo kase ye numbers bi ewo de obo enyuma mu a womo ne yebema mo kwan na womo collation center no womo kase we diem womo etiasia enye yiem woni nseptwa focusai.
Over the past few decades, we have been inundated with calls from our rank and file over a decision by the Electoral Commission to restrict access to the media for the coverage of the elections, particularly at the various levels of the coalition centers, constituency, regional, and national. When this information came to our attention, we quickly reached out to the EC to protest against the decision. The EC subsequently issued a press statement indicating that it would engage the DJ and Giba to further discuss the matter. The president of the DJ and Giba had an engagement with the chairperson of the EC yesterday to discuss the matter. The EC, once again, must give unfettered access to the media to all the levels of voting and collation of ballots. Yesterday, a strange incident happened at Metro TV when armed policemen invaded the premises of the Accra-based television station to help an auctioneer and a bailiff serve a court order.
Master Oka, Yenimusaye Metro TV, na waka, where so be any so. 80 Ghana Journalists Association GJ emu penny pam Albert Jomfo ena yete nke ya okase Electoral Commission ema ho kwan na obia etumi enko ye collation centers yenko farmer ne bo ebo na fenso no Bible enyumakuo enyo madwuma pepepe se de sefata ensentwofo ye nhwe ni mu kwan se obi betutwale ya namu ewo ye dwumadi mu anase obi de ne nsa ebekeka yen ade esi enye na mayabo aye hunte ne nsa eiti no okusa ne na ye de esi eita sedan koma Nisbetego say was ye do be a PSA afe ella opoku akosia dache ma ofoa manfo afe ekwia krantima na afia ofa bia kofia brantie wo munyina boye tidom kofi the boy wono na hwe camera no ede ema yen na mokotse bekafo enyumen so ayeme bepo so hima nana ya fori wa amanfo kwa mai agudie papa bi ladies dembo senafi
okumangra diwanf oheneba boa ma benie ye kwaba na ye de gumbe e de aba betom so ene e bojae entwetwen ye ba isia